And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When two parties cannot solve a dispute, Community Court is there to solve the problem. All right, all rise for the Honorable Judge William Law I.
All right, I had a little too much coffee this morning, and my wife put a little extra coffee in my lunch as I came into the office of my judgeship today. Ladies and gentlemen, on the docket today, as I open up the page 1 of the docket, I got a thick file here today. What we have happening in our courtroom, well, isn't this something, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5? Our plaintiff today is Mr. Philip Knutson, and he has filed a lawsuit against the McGillicuddy State Prison. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? For being too easy to break out of 3 times, it says in my notes here. Mr. Knutson.
Yeah.
That was an open-ended question, sir. You're supposed to fill in the blanks with your story.
Well, Your Honor, I'm not too good here in the court, as I'm sure you're well aware. I've spent my fair share in the penitentiary. I've spent my fair share out of the penitentiary, and frankly, I just think it shouldn't be this easy. I want a bit more of a challenge, you know.
All right, so you broke out of the McGillicuddy State Prison 3 times. What are you serving time for, sir?
I kicked my ex-wife's dog down a pit.
All right, you kicked the dog down a pit.
It urinated on my favorite boots, and so I sent him into the pit.
And is the dog still alive, sir?
Yes, and if I go near him, he's gonna be peeing on my boots again.
All right. Well, I understand McGillicuddy is where they put the pet abusers away, sir. So I have here Warden Carol Hines. How do you respond to Mr. Knutson's initial backstory, ma'am?
Well, I'll tell you what, I am disgusted. I'm disgusted because for years, prison has been impenetrable. And this strange man who has an obvious dog problem has made it penetrable. And now he is suing me. I would like to countersue him for breaking up the infrastructure of my prison, you see.
Are you saying he damaged your prison?
Well, of course he did. He did irreparable damage to the impenetrable situation that we have over there.
Now, I think that's...
I am the judge, and I am speaking. And when the judge speaks, everyone else shuts the trapper-yappers.
Everyone shuts the trapper-yappers, right, Judge?
Thank you, Bailiff. Now, I need some more clarity, Warden Hines.
Sure.
I understand your prison's made of corn stalks.
Now everyone is laughing, and I know that they are. Everyone's laughing, but it has been an impenetrable fortress of corn stalks for years, for 30 years. Why, it's been that way for 32, exactly 32 if you want to be exact, because when my children were younger and they decided to do inappropriate things such as steal candy bars from the corner store, that is when I began my prison, you see. And I also would like to bring to your attention, Your Honor, that earlier, just earlier, you had made fun of my stutter, and I find that deplorable and disgusting and
I'm the judge, and I can
unprofessional.
Make fun of anything I want to make fun of.
With all due respect, Your Honor.
This is my courtroom.
Of course.
You might be a warden outside of here, but in here I am the king of the mountain, of the hill, of the jury, and the selection of the jibber jabber shippy shop, and did all the corn husks. As a matter of fact, I had corn for dinner tonight, and I've got some of the stock stuck in my tooth.
Your Honor, I respect and appreciate your view, and I'm sorry about your teeth.
I'm not done. I'm just having fun with you, Warden. I didn't ever serve time, and I know we're on the same team here. So I understand you said you're countersuing. What exactly are you countersuing for? Is it money? Because I know this is due to the court. I'm going to have to add it to the
I am countersuing this young gentleman for $35 million and
$35 million.
20 cents.
35 million and 20.
20 cents to be exact. I am suing him for that because, number one, he has torn my prison to shreds. And number two, 20 cents is for a piece of gum he stole from my desk when he had his third parole hearing.
Your
All right,
Honor,
all right,
Your
all
Honor,
right. Mr. Knutson, go ahead and respond, sir.
In regards to that piece of gum, I saw it sitting out for a couple weeks at most. I thought it was good for the taking. Had Warden been intending to chew that piece of gum, well, then I never would have touched it. But
Your Honor.
I assumed it was
Let him
mine.
finish his story, stutter lady.
That was pretty much it. I wanted
All
the
right,
gum.
I just need a point of clarification, Mr. Knutson. Where exactly did you take the gum from?
I may have taken it from the desk of Warden Hines here.
And what were you doing in Warden Hines' office?
I was doing my community janitorial services for the day.
Did you say janitorial or janitorial?
Well, janitorial.
Your
I've
Honor.
spent some time in prison for some janitorial services as well, but
That's
that's
right.
a different thing.
All right, bailiff, I notice y'all handing me a file here.
Your Honor, if I may.
I need to open up this file. Just 1 second, ma'am. All right. Well, isn't that interesting? Yes, go ahead.
If I may, I would like to point out that I did not charge the full $1 for that piece of gum because that piece of gum was pre-chewed, Your Honor. Now, I am disgusted by the disgustingness of this gentleman suing my penitentiary for him breaking my walls down. I mean, it's a corn maze, Your Honor.
I understand.
It's impenetrable.
I understand. Well,
I'm
I need to
disgusted.
present Exhibit A and B here, and I will, well, that's very interesting. Right here, I see a picture of Mr. Knutson lip-locked with Warden Hines, and I see a piece of gum being transferred in the second picture
Oh, dear.
from the mouth of Warden Hines into the mouth of
Oh,
Mr.
dear.
Knutson. How do you respond to
No
that?
freaking way.
Look,
Yeah.
my
Warden Hines, how do you respond to the transfer of gum from your lips to the lips of Mr. Knutson?
There was a time when Mr. Knutson and I were canoodling. There was a time, yes. We were interested in one another. He had married my
He was an
sister and-
inmate, ma'am, in your prison.
Well, I know he had married my sister, and she had always gotten all the finest young men, and I decided to have my retribution, sir, my retribution, and I did. I took my retribution. And I was completely vindicated when I made out and then subsequently shared gum with this young man here. I'm ashamed of myself, and I have to say I feel he might have broken out of prison to get away from me, and I'm disgusted.
Mr. Knutson, how do you
Please.
respond to that?
Well, I'm assuming that Agatha's watching this court case. So in regards to that, honey, I'm sorry about the dog and I'm sorry about your sister, but no, a man's got to do what he can to
I'm going
stay
to come
alive in
right out
prison.
and ask you a question, Mr. Knutson. Are you in love with Warden Hines?
What?
Look at me. You look at me.
Are you in love with Warden Hines, Mr. Knutson?
You look at me, you
swore
little
on the,
canute.
You swore on the Bible. Answer the question,
Look
sir.
at me.
Love's a big word.
You-
I
Look
need
at
a
me.
yes or no answer now.
I'm going to say no, Your Honor. I did what I had. I did what I had to get out of that prison. I did what I had to do.
3 times.
Your Honor.
I did what I had to do to get that gum, you see.
Your
I
Honor.
needed that
I
gum to
don't
chew.
think this is about gum at all. I know you're chomping at the bit, Warden Hines. What do you have to respond to what he's saying? He's not in love with you. Are you in love, ma'am, with Mr. Knutson?
No, I've never been in love. I do not even care for other people.
I need to remind you, ma'am, you swore on the Bible to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I
And if
am
you didn't
mildly-
tell the truth, may your seat so shock your seat of the seat of your pants on the shocker.
Oh, no. I am mildly in love with Mr. Knutson.
You're oddly in love with Mr.
Mildly,
Knutson?
mildly.
in
Instead
love
of
with
red
Mr.
hot, I
Knutson.
am mildly. But
All
I
right.
do want to bring to the attention of this
You
court
got 10 seconds.
that
I
he-
need to wrap this up.
he has broken my prison, and I can no longer have people in my prison because he has broken it.
Ma'am, you're in prison made of corn. It'd take $25 and 3 bushel baskets of corn to repair that
Then
dang
you
thing.
make your judgment, Judge.
well, I can't. All right, Mr. Knutson, you got 5 seconds. Talk to me.
I mean, it was made of corn. I just kind of walked out of the maze.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will rule in this case. I tell you one thing. I think this is a bunch of jibber-jash, flip-flam-flam-booey, that there's money involved in this case. I'm actually going to throw this case out, and I'm going to order you both to go on one more date together, try to repair this relationship, and that's
Thank
my
you.
ruling.
Hey, bachelors, bachelorettes, and everyone in between. Want to take a shot at love? Send the questions you would want to ask on a date to the Win Matchmakers during the break and see if you can help make the perfect match. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.